Hello, we want to solve by completing the score. We have x squared plus 12x equals 0. So the instruction is telling me to complete the score. So I don't want to use quadratic formula. I don't want to use factoring. We want to complete the score. Okay, so x squared plus 12x. And remember, the magical number that I need in here is half of b quantity squared. Half of 12 is 6, and 6 squared is 36. So I'm going to go ahead and put here at plus 36. Okay, and notice now in this problem, I do have an equal sign. So instead of subtracting 36 from left-hand side, I'm going to just go ahead and add 36 to the right-hand side, and the balance is kept. The balance is kept. Okay, so now the left-hand side becomes x plus half of b, which is 6, quantity squared equals 36. Now, if I take square root of both sides, I'll get x plus 6 equals plus and minus 6. Don't forget that plus and minus. Okay. Subtracting 6 from both sides gives me x equals, subtract 6 from both sides, plus and minus 6. And that gives me two answers. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0, and minus 6 minus 6 is negative 12. And those are the two answers. And you can always test it. If you plug in 0 in here, you get 0 squared plus 12 times 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0. Yes, it works. How about negative 12? Negative 12 squared is 144. 12 times negative 12 is negative 144. So yeah, add them together, it gives you a 0. Let's do another one. Suppose, let's do another easy one this time again. How about something as easy as x to the second plus 5x equals 0. Okay, I'm going to complete the square on the left-hand side. X squared plus 5x, half of 5 is 5 half. If I square that, I get plus 25 over 4. And since I do have an equal sign in this case, I'm going to add 25 over 4 on the other side. Okay, left-hand side, I have x plus 5 half, which is half of b, quantity squared, equals 25 over 4. Now I'm going to take square root of both sides. On the left-hand side, I get x plus 5 half equals. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 4 is 2. So I'm going to subtract 5 half from both sides of this equation. Oh, and I have to practice what I preach. Equals plus and minus 5 half. Sorry about that. Subtract 5 half from both sides. Now I get x equals minus 5 half plus and minus 5 half. And I get two answers. Minus 5 half plus 5 half gives me 0. Minus 5 half and another minus 5 half gives me negative 10 half, which is negative 5. And those are the two answers. And they're both good. Plug in 0, it works, and plug in negative 5, it works. Let's do another one. How about this time something with a fraction? Something with a leading coefficient other than 1. How about something like 1 half x to the second plus 3x equals 0. Nice. So here the first thing I need to do is to factor the 1 half. So I would have 1 half x squared plus 6x equals 0. Okay. So now I have I want to complete the square inside of this parenthesis. So 1/2 x squared plus 6x, half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So I'm going to put plus 9. On the right-hand side, I have to put the product of 1/2 times 9. Remember that. 1/2 times 9 is 9/2. And please don't put 4.5. Work with fractions. If you don't like fractions, get used to them. You need to work with it, especially if you are going for, if you're going to be taking more math classes. Okay, so now I can rewrite this as 1/2 x plus 3 quantity squared equals 9/2. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply both sides of this equation, by 2 to get rid of this 1/2. That gives me x plus 3 quantity squared equals 9. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and take square root of both sides. And I will get x plus 3 equals plus and minus 3. Okay. And now I'm going to continue up here. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides of this equation. So subtract 3 and subtract 3. I will get x equals minus 3 plus and minus 3. So that gives me two answers. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0, and minus 3 minus 3 is negative 6. So the solution set is 0 and negative 6. And let's do one more. Suppose I have this time 2x squared minus 4x equals 0. Factoring the 2 out gives me x squared minus 2x equals 0. Now I want to complete the square inside of that parenthesis. So I get 2 times x squared minus 2x. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1 equals. And notice that notice that 2 times x squared, I had it here. 2 times negative 2x, I had it here. But 2 times 1, which is 2, I didn't have it in the beginning. So I'm going to have to add a 2 on the right-hand side to keep the balance. So my next step is going to be 2 times x minus half of b is 1, quantity squared equals 2. Divide both sides by 2, and I'll get x minus 1 to the second equals 1. Take square root of both sides, and you get x minus 1 equals plus and minus 1, and add 1 to both sides, and that gives you x equals, once you have 1 plus and minus 1. So that gives me two answers. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 minus 1 is 0. And one last example of this sort for solving by completing the square. How about 5x squared plus 4x equals 0? Factoring 5 gives me 5 times x squared plus 4 fifth of x equals 0. Now I want to complete the square inside. So I get 5 times x squared plus 4 fifth x. The magical number that I need in here is half of 4 fifth, or 1/2 times 4 fifth quantity squared. That gives me 2 fifth squared. That's 4 over 25. So now I'm going to add plus 4 over 25 in here. Now what I put on this side. Now notice that 5 times x squared, I had it. 5 times 4 over 5x gives me 4x, I had it. But 5 times 4 over 25, which is 4/5, the product of 5 and 4 over 25 is 4/5. I didn't have it in the beginning. So I'm going to put a 4/5 on the other side of this equality, 4/5. Okay, let me clean out this. So now I'm going to write the left-hand side on complete square form. So 5 times x plus half of 4/5 is going to be 2/5 quantity squared equals 4/5. Okay, I want to get rid of this 5, so I'm going to multiply both sides of this equation by 1/5. I will get x plus 2/5 quantity squared equal 4 over 25. 4 over 25. Let me go to the next page. We left off at x plus 2/5 quantity squared equals 4 over 25. I'm going to take square root of both sides. So that gives me x plus 2/5 equals square plus and minus 2/5. Now subtract 2/5 from both sides. I will get x equals negative 2/5 plus and minus 2/5. And that gives me two answers. Negative 2/5 plus 2/5 is 0. And negative 2/5 minus 2/5 is negative 4/5. And both answers, if you plug in both answers into the original equation, they both work. Okay, I'll be talking to you soon, and thank you.